Here we have Chainlink, symbol link versus the dollar. This is going to be requested by Mr. Christopher Curry, a very powerful avatar, actually. Anyways, we do see on the shorter term time frames right here that we do have a bit of, well, still higher lows going on now, don't we? Anyways, what does the structure currently looks like? Well, let's actually get rid of the very short term time frame structure, and we got actually something very, very obvious going on right here as well, which would be a little bit good for the short term boo laws, however, which is a potential higher low. This will be confirmed, basically any closure on this next 4-hour dildo above about 26.85 or so, and then we will actually initiate hidden bullish evidence over here, so we're making massively lower lows on RSI, and we have made higher lows thus far on price action. This is also coming in line with actually expanding volatility. That would be a little bit more on the bear side in my opinion, just because this did have a nice little downside move right there. And again, you can make some excuses for this one. Anyways, I suspect that your question was more based off of long-term analysis. I do suppose that there's really no reason to be bearish on some like Link, with this next caveat, as long as you know, as long as you're above 24 and a quarter, let's say on a daily, meaning that if you do start to come back down below that region, this is going to be a bait and switch on a golden cross into a death cross. I mean, you've technically been death cross this whole way, but this would be the real one that you actually want to play. So as long as this thing does hold above about 24 and a quarter, that inevitably will continue to actually give you the official golden cross, and I'll be looking for this one to trade sideways and have an upside resolution outside of this range. That'll be confirmed with a 4-hour dildo closure above 29 bucks. You probably have a target up somewhere around, well, let's see what the technical target would be on this in this case. Probably in like the mid 30s, actually more like 32 bucks, with probably more continuation over time, to be fair. Anyways, now if you do start to come back down below this level and close below there, I would be looking for this one to cough up the strong majority of its rally relatively fast down to 19.5 within like a week or two, and then probably even more over time. That would look very fucking bad on this one. It's not good to not see Link operating well here. With that said, though, if you are more long-term, which it sounds like you are, you're probably focused on the monthly in this case, which this one actually has one of the best monthly charts in cryptocurrency land. By far. It's just been in a general uptrend the whole damn time, while most things, especially in 2018 and for some portions in 2020, you know, did initiate some downtrends right there. This one did not. And we actually will confirm, like I did say, hidden bullish evidence on monthly RSI if this one does close here or higher by end of month, but that's another 7 days left to go or so. If that does get confirmed, I'd look for September to trade up somewhere around 40 bucks. Probably does gun for new all-time highs before end of year, but that's a long time to be waiting right here, and understand where your risk is. If you do start to choose the downside of this one, it's gonna look really fucking nasty, man. We can also go look at it over here and just get a little bit more on these biases. Short-term time frames, 4-hour. We will see 4-hour stocks turn back up with any sort of a closure above 28 and a quarter. Hourly already up as long as you're above 26, so good. What about the bi-hourly? 26 and a quarter as well. Okay, so we see a bit of confluence right there. Good. What about daily? Twisting down, actually losing the bullish control zone now, but 28.80 is the magical number, and I believe that was also our upside resolution here too. Yes, it was. So good confluence right there. I don't think if it is going to happen, I don't think it happens today or tomorrow. You actually would even have another drive of hidden bullish evidence if it can put in another low, local low right here, but perhaps around, you know, late Thursday or Friday, that is. If you do see it still hanging within this range, then that's going to start to look decent enough for a potential drive to the upside. Just be aware, you know, where that risk is and where that continuation is. Risk is below, like I said, about 25 and some odd change, or sorry, no. I mean, your real risk is like below here, below about 24 and a quarter, but below 25, below 25, basically 25, I would be looking for a test down there. You better hope that it fucking holds at that point. And to the upside, you know, very, very easy, 29 bucks. And I'd be looking for an extension all the way up to about 32 and a half, maybe even as much as 34 bucks. Probably plays at a bit of a pullback there and then come back to it after that. For what it's worth, I do think that there are more bullish things going on here than bearish, but at the end of the day, man, price action matters more, and the ranges are very, very well defined. So hopefully that was helpful, and there you go.